Good day, this is Tony Malone from the Tony's Reading List blog. I'm back once again to have a look at another story from the LTI Career Collection, the 20th Century Stories, the free classic stories they've got on their website. August, as some of you may know, is Women in Translation Month, according to blogger Biblivio. So I've been reading books and blogging about books by female writers, originally published in other languages other than English. So I thought it'd be a good idea today to have a look at, I think, the only story in the 20 that was written by a woman writer, and that story is Poverty by Baek Shin-Ae, translated by Janet Hong, and it dates from about 1930, I think, and it features an old woman who used to, well, her ancestors were fairly well off and noble, but the family's come down in the world and now she's struggling to make ends meet, and she's living in an out-of-the-way kind of town, and things are made worse actually by the fact that she's got two sons. Now the two sons are pretty useless. One of them is actually called Piggy in the translation, and that says pretty much all you need to know about him. He's lazy, good for nothing. The second son's a bit better, but then unfortunately halfway through he has a bit of a turn and has a bit of a weakness which is revealed, and then that makes things even more difficult for the old woman. And so the old woman's there basically and has to care for the two sons and help out with the two daughters-in-law who both happen to be pregnant at the same time. And it's a fairly short story. It's another one of those stories which talks about the plight of women in a very patriarchal society. And she has a lot of problems actually, and it's not the best of stories, I have to say. It's there are a lot of stories about women struggling because of lazy men, being cheated of money, having to work hard while the men sleep around and just sleep and drink. But this one's not great. It's a bit too obvious, a bit too cliched, and it doesn't really go anywhere. Of course, it shows the mother, the mother of the household, as the typical hard-working figure. But at the end of the day, I've read quite a few stories that have done this a lot better. So I'd have to say, although much as I'd like to say the only story by a woman is another great discovery, just like Oh Chung-hee or Chae Yun have been for me. No, this one wasn't for me. I think it's really only for the completists. Of the 5 I've read so far, this is easily the weakest story. So yeah, so only one I'd recommend if you're just planning to go through and read all of them, really. Okay, so as always, you can find that story. You can download the PDF for free from the LTI Career website, and yeah, I'll get back to you soon with whichever story I decide to go with next. See you then.